Hello students, this is the first chapter of class 7th biology. We are going to read about tissues today. You have come across a chapter of cells. Cells पढ़ा है ना सबने? Yes. Now we go on further by reading tissues. So first page is here. First page of the chapter is here. I'll read it out and explain you. What are tissues? All living organisms are made of cells. Yes. All living organisms are either unicellular और multicellular. एक सेल के बने हों या बहुत सारे सेल्स से बने हों, but living organisms are made up of cells. In single-celled organisms, all the life processes such as nutrition, respiration, excretion and reproduction are performed by a single cell. जो unicellular organisms होते हैं, एक सेल के organisms, उनका respiration, excretion, reproduction, nutrition, हर चीज़, everything is done by a single cell. Whereas in multicellular organisms, cells are specified to carry out different functions and organized into tissues, organs and organ system. एक organism, tissues, organs, organ systems, ये सबको मिला करके बनता है. Living organisms are made up of cells. A single cell then comprises of many cells. They make a group of cells. They perform functions and they are organized to make tissues. Then tissues make up an organ and many organs combine to make organ system. And all these comprise to form an organism. What is organization? A living organism can be compared to a machine. Exactly. We can be compared to a machine. हम अपने आप को एक machine समझते हैं. चलिए. Just as a machine has different parts to perform different jobs, living organisms also have different body parts which work in an organized and coordinated manner. Everyone must have seen some of the other machines at home, at some other places. What have you noticed? These machines have different parts. These different parts perform different jobs. In the same way, our body parts also work in organized way, carry out different functions in our body. The main thing that has to be noticed is that coordination के साथ, coordinated fashion में the body parts work. Coordination means ताल मेल बना करके. Therefore, organization is the manner in which smaller units of any structure or system are arranged into larger units in an hierarchical fashion. For example, bricks. You have seen bricks? Many small bricks are joined together to make up one big building. So organization is the manner in which जो छोटे-छोटे smaller units को arrange करके we make up a large unit in an hierarchical fashion is called organization. Organization is very important because it helps them to carry out different functions more efficiently and in a coordinated fashion. You can see such an organization in the whole living world at different levels, from cell to organisms and from organisms to biosphere. एक simple cell से एक पूरे organism तक ये important है, and और एक organism से एक पूरा biosphere. Biosphere consists of all the living organisms. Now we shall read about levels of organization. Organization in living world begins at the level of cell. We have already read this. And from cell to the level of organisms, the group of organisms up to the biosphere, as shown in figure 1.1. Okay, so we will see that these organisms are grouped into many organisms, group of organisms. Then it comprises to make up a biosphere. The organization becomes more and more complex step by step. Exactly. So, broadly, 3 major levels of organization can be identified. Organism level of organization, levels of organization lower to the organisms, and level of organization higher to the organism. You see figure 1.1, उसमें देखिए बीच में it's a red line which denotes organisms. Okay. How did we reach to organisms? वो नीचे से हम देखेंगे. Part A. It was a cell, beginning of life. Then cells became tissues, tissues to organs, organ to organ system, and then we reached to organisms. This was the lower level. Now after organisms, we move forward to the higher levels, that is population. Organisms make population. Then a group of people make a community. They form a community. Then we form an ecosystem, and ecosystem comprises to make a biosphere. Now we will read organism level of organization. An individual organism, either unicellular or multicellular, a plant or an animal or even a bacterium, is a separate biological unit. A plant, an animal, चाहे वो मल्टीसेलुलर हो या सिंगल सेलुलर या कोई बैक्टीरिया, these all are separate units. हर biological unit एक separate unit है. It performs all the life activities. चाहे वो plant हो, चाहे वो एक animal हो, चाहे वो bacterium हो, they all perform life activities to run their lives. It represents the organism level of organization. Levels of organization lower to organism. Organisms के नीचे जो lower level है उसकी बात करते हैं. It comprises all organisms in unicellular or multicellular are formed of cells. The cells are aggregates of different molecules. Levels of organization from molecular to organism level include molecular level, cellular level, tissue level, organ level, and organ system level. We will read it out in the further point, that is molecular level. अब हम एक एक करके level समझेंगे. The first level is molecular level, सबसे छोटा level. All living organisms are made up of cells. A cell has cell organelles. We have already read about all these things, children, in the 6th class, like mitochondria, chloroplast, ribosomes, etc. You are all familiar with these terms. These organelles are made up of organic molecules. I have already told you that these organic molecules are protein, carbohydrates, fats, nucleic acids, etc. These molecules are formed of various elements. Together they form living organism or living substance, the protoplasm. Okay, so you all know that cell has the living substance, that is protoplasm, cytoplasm and matter of nucleus. But alone they do not function as living units. Thus, in the organization hierarchy, molecular level is the lowest level of organization in the living world. Atoms make molecules, molecules form compounds, compounds form organelles, and organelles form cells. Cellular level. A cell is the smallest living unit, we all know, that can exist independently and perform all the life activities. In unicellular organisms, that is single-celled organisms, amoeba, euglena, paramecium, and bacteria, these are all unicellular organisms. All life activities are carried out within a single cell. एक single cell में ही सारी life activities carry on होती हैं. Simple multicellular organisms like algae and sponges, ये multicellular organism है, represent cellular level of organization. Their cells are grouped together but they function independently and lack division of labor. They all work independently. The cells are grouped together but they function independently. We will read tissue level of organization. In complex multicellular organisms, cells become specialized to carry out specific functions. For example, nerve cells are specialized to conduct messages, muscle cells for contraction, RBCs for transporting oxygen, and gland cells for secretion. Okay, so जैसे कि example दिया है कि nerve cells, we have already read about this, that nerve cells जो nervous system से जुड़े हुए cells हैं, they are specialized to conduct messages. They send messages to the brain. They bring messages from the brain to other parts of the body. Muscle cells are specialized for contraction. RBCs, that are red blood cells, for transporting blood, and there are gland cells for secretions, and there are other specialized cells for some specialized work. The cells that perform same type of functions look alike and work together. Together they form tissue and represent tissue level of organization. This marks the beginning of division of labor. यहाँ से labor, that is work, divide होता है. Organ level. Different tissues that work together and perform one specialized function form an organ. Brain, kidney, stomach, intestine, lungs, and heart in animals, and root, stem, leaf, and flower in plants represent organ level of organization. Here we have to understand that in animals, The organs like brain, kidney, stomach, intestine, lungs and heart, these all are a collection of tissues. And एक तरीके के सारे tissues एक तरीके का work करते हैं. Like tissues that are in the brain, they work together. So they make one organ system. They consist of one organ system. In the same way, the stomach, intestine, these all are organ systems. They work as one. They have a similar kind of works. Okay, and in the same way, in plants, root, stem, leaf and flower, they also have their own organ level of organization. Now organ system level, many organs work together to form one major life function. They form an organ system. For example, mouth, food pipe, stomach, intestine and rectum form the digestive system. As I told you, there's that mouth, food pipe, stomach, intestine, rectum, these all are related for the digestion of food. They work to digest the food. So they are in the digestive system. Similarly, heart, blood vessels are therefore making up circulatory system because they work to circulate blood throughout the body. These organ systems represent organ system level of organization. Okay, in the same way, kidney, uterus, urinary bladder, these work for excretory system. So they make up excretory system. Okay. Like our body, plants also have organ system. You can identify two organ system in plants, the shoot system and the root system. It is given in your book also. The root system has a main root, its branches and the root hairs. The shoot system is formed of stem, its branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. So सॉइल के ऊपर क्या दिखता है? शूट सिस्टम, जिसमें क्या क्या होते हैं? स्टेम होता है, ब्रांचेस, लीव्स, फ्लावर्स, फ्रूट्स, ये सब दिखते हैं ना. इन द सेम वे देर इज रूट सिस्टम जो सॉइल के अंदर होता है, बट वी कैन नॉट सी इट बाय आवर नेकेड आइज. दीज कंसिस्ट ऑफ रूट्स, ब्रांचेस एंड रूट हेयर्स. Organism. In an organism, all the systems work together in a coordinated manner. I told you what is coordination. एक साथ ताल से ताल मिला करके काम करना. Thus, each multicellular organism has a well-organized structure consisting of organ systems, organs, tissues, and cells. Thus, the cell is the smallest complete living unit of an organism. Now we have come to the first checkpoint. Checkpoint means whatever you have studied till now, we will check it whether you understood or not. Okay, so it is a fill in the blanks. First one, dash is the living matter of cell. What is the living matter of a cell? Protoplasm is the living matter of cell. Cell organelles. Second one, cell organelles are made up of organic molecules. बताया है ना? Protein, carbohydrates, fats, nucleic acids, etc. Okay, so organic molecules. Third, in dash organisms, all living activities are carried out within a single cell. Single cell में in single-celled organisms, obviously, in single-celled organisms, all life activities are carried out within a single cell. The fourth one, in an organ system, many dash work together to perform one major life function. What is that? Many organs work together. Okay. Now we come to our next topic, that is levels of organization higher to organism. We will go to section B. Figure 1.1 में जो section B था, now we will be reading about that. No organism can survive in isolation. What is isolation? जो अभी हम कर रहे हैं. Isolation जो अभी हम कर रहे हैं, that is अभी जो हम किसी से नहीं मिलते हैं, कुछ नहीं करते हैं. तो in the same way, organisms can survive. No organism can survive in isolation. It interacts with both living and non-living components. The living components are called biotic components and the non-living components are called abiotic components of its environment. तो हम isolation में तो रह नहीं सकते हैं हमेशा. देखिए हम घर पे अभी isolated हैं, but still we come to interact with our parents, we come to interact with our siblings, हमारे और भी चीज़ों से, और हम नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स से भी इंटरेक्ट करते हैं. ऐसा तो है नहीं. we take out our copies, books to study. These are all the non-living organisms. And also we eat food, we drink milk, we do a lot of stuff which is related to biotic and abiotic environment. This interaction forms different levels of organization above organism in the order of increasing complexity. Okay, so these are population level, community level, ecosystem level and biosphere level. Now we will read this yellow box. Ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? The member of a biotic community and the abiotic components of their environment together form an ecosystem. So biotic ओनली बायोटिक नहीं रह सकते, एबायोटिक ओनली एबायोटिक नहीं रह सकते. What do I mean by this sentence? That biotic, abiotic सबको मिला करके we live in an environment where we have a mixture of all these things. So they together form an ecosystem. In an ecosystem, the living organisms affect each other. Yes, they affect their environment and are affected by their environment. Yes, the interdependence of different organisms in an ecosystem are interconnected for food and form food chain and food web. Transfer of energy takes place from organisms of one level to organisms of other level in the food chain. We should understand it like this. There is a bug, that is insect. Insect is eaten by a lizard. Maybe it can be eaten by a cat. A cat can be eaten by maybe a monkey. A monkey can be eaten by a lion. Then the transfer of energy takes place from the bug to the lizard, then to the cat, then to monkey, then to lion. So this is a food chain. Similarly, we have already talked about food web also. So now you understand that we all are interconnected with the biotic and abiotic components of our environment, and together we form an ecosystem. We come to our next point, that is biosphere level. The part of universe that supports life is known as biosphere, जिसमें life activities होती हैं, living activities follow होती हैं, वो है biosphere. It comprises all the ecosystem of the earth. It includes life on land, in water and in air. Students, we all know that life functions are not only held in the land, but in air also. There are living organisms, there are living activities taking place, and in water as well. So biosphere is divided into hydrosphere, that is water life, lithosphere, that is land life, and atmosphere, that is related to air. Hydrosphere includes all water bodies, that is ponds, lakes, streams, rivers, seas, and oceans. The organisms living in water are called aquatic organisms. You have to learn all these things. Lithosphere. Lithosphere represents the solid surface of the earth, that is land. It includes both the upper surface, which supports plants, and the deeper layers where animals live in burrows. You know now, rabbits, rats, they all dig the holes to live inside them. It is formed of soils and rocks. The third is atmosphere. The third division of biosphere is atmosphere. It is the gaseous covering that envelopes both hydrosphere and lithosphere. एनवेलप की तरह होता है, यू हैव सीन ना, कार्ड को एक एनवेलप के अंदर डाल देते हैं आप, फिर उसको किसी को देते हैं एज एन इन्विटेशन, एज ग्रीटिंग ना. सो व्हाट इट डज, इट रैप्स द पेपर. इन द सेम वे द एटमॉस्फेयर रैप्स both hydrosphere and lithosphere. Organisms and their spores exist in atmosphere up to 7 to 8 kilometers above sea level. We have studied what is sea level, and 7 to 8 kilometers above sea level is the existence of spores in the atmosphere. Birds and insects are aerial animals. Okay, so the animals living in water are called aquatic organisms, and birds and insects are called aerial animals. In our next segment, children, we will be reading about tissues of plants, tissues of animals. We will be reading these two separately. In our next segment, we will start plant tissues. If you have any doubt, you may write in this on the comment section, and I will be clarifying your doubts in the next video. And you have to note down all the important points that I have explained you and the definitions that are given in your book. Thank you.